Legolas. How strong is Legolas? One of the most agile, strong, and wisest of characters in Middle-earth, he is a fair example of how much potential and power elvish kind possesses. But exactly how powerful is he? Hello, and welcome back to another video from Secrets of the Rings. Today we analyze the skill set of Legolas, with all his quirks and special moments during the events of the War of the Ring, and we'll try to understand just how powerful he is. His exact birth date is unknown, though his lineage is known. He is a descendant from a line of elven kings, the son of King Tranduil, the king of the Woodland Realm. As usual, this attribute itself grants Legolas an enhancement in the standard ability already expected from elves. His abilities were invaluable for the Fellowship of the Ring's success at the end of the journey. Although his role in previous eras is mostly unknown, being a somewhat mysterious figure amongst common tales, Legolas as an elven prince was known as a brilliant archer with keen senses such as sight, smell, and spirituality. A fearless elf that rose in status to stand next to some of the greatest among his kin. One example of this mixture of senses and abilities is when he is accompanying Aragorn and Gimli when trying to track down a pack of Uruk-hai who kidnapped Merry and Pippin, and just by looking at the seemingly empty horizon, he was able to pinpoint the location of the enemy, and even sensed a battle which occurred later on, just by interpreting the skies and clouds. Another example of his spiritual power is his sensing the eye of Sauron upon them, and alerting Aragorn to it when Pippin smuggled the Palantir from Gandalf during his sleep, and ended up contacting Sauron. This kind of sensitivity to his surroundings render him almost unable to be surprised, such as observed at Lothlorien, as he was quickly aware when a group of elves sent by Galadriel surrounded the Fellowship to bring them to her. As a marksman, he displays supernatural accuracy, being able to fire arrows almost in complete darkness, across differences in elevation and long distances, and still often defeats his opponent with one arrow alone, such as seen in the attack on the Fellowship inside Moria. Such dexterity was also observed in situations of grave danger to the Fellowship, such as the encounter against the nameless beast from the waters outside the gates of Khazad-dûm. Legolas also showed prowess against a large number of foes at once during the numerous battles the Fellowship endured, such as their escape towards Helm's Deep, fighting off wargs and their riders, or the Uruk-hai inside the forests close to Emyn Muil. He is also extremely light on his feet, being able to use this survival skill during their pass through Caradhras, when heavy snow is falling and everyone is fighting to take one step at a time in the thick snow. Legolas is able to cross the passage without a problem, light as a feather, walking on top of the snow. Such skill also translates well into battle, as he can use his agility to make incredible feats look easy and effortless, be it by using one arrow to pierce through two heads, or by quickly climbing obstacles and evading hits from his opponents. Although most famous for his bow mastery, Legolas is also well known for his knowledge of the use of his dual elvish short swords, which fit his fighting style perfectly, giving him the agility and speed necessary to overpower enemies, sometimes quicker than they are even to draw their swords. Another combination of his skills that was of great importance for the Fellowship was during the ambush of the orcs at the Anduin River, when after orc archers were searching for him and his companions, and suddenly the fell beast descended towards them. Without hesitation, the elf shot the creature as it descended from the sky, evading further danger for the group. He received praises even from Gimli, who he did not yet possess a strong friendship with at that time. In terms of bravery, Legolas would also join Aragorn and Gimli while crossing the Path of the Dead and entering Dimholt, for Aragorn to call upon the dead themselves to comply with their past oath and assist in the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Just as Aragorn and Gimli, Legolas also participated in all the three main battles of the late Third Age, from Helm's Deep to Pelennor Fields, and then the Morannon, the Black Gate itself. He played a key role with his friends in the defenses of the free folk of Middle-earth, and for this, his relevance and legend only expand into the history of Arda. His last deeds in Middle-earth were to bring his elvish folk south toward Ithilien, spending over 100 years at the region and turning the wetlands to one of the fairest places once again. Part of his kin's ability, and enhanced by his presence, to bring light, hope and beauty to places previously disregarded, corrupted and abandoned. After the death of his friend Aragorn, also known as Elessar, he departs from Middle-earth towards the Immortal Lands, bringing along Gimli, the only dwarf in history to also step into the Immortal Lands, and hence completing his powerful deeds in Middle-earth once and for all.